So in this video I covered the second part of the alternators or synchronous generators. So the contents of this video covers armature winding and what is the type of armature winding is used and that is the type of armature winding. So next spelling mistake is there and this is next one is speech factor and distribution factor and then EMF equation. I cover all these things. So first of all, let us discuss that armature winding. So generally, the armature winding, the type of armature winding is two types. So armature winding is two types. One is concent- concentric winding or concentrated winding. So in this case, number of armature slots. So if you take these are the slots, and the winding should be placed inside the slots. So the number of slots is equal to number of poles. Such a winding procedure is called concentric winding procedure, and in depth I will explain later. So this is just a brief introduction to the concentric winding or concentrated winding procedure. And the next one is distributed winding. Next one is distributed winding. In this distributed winding, for example, if you take this pole, north pole, and this is south pole, and these are the slots. So take more one. These are the slots. So here, number of slots are more 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and if we take one, then one is 6. 6 slots are there, but two poles are there. So here in the distributed winding, number of slots are greater than the number of poles. So why this type of winding procedure is used? So this winding is procedure in the in DC machine. In DC machine, uh, concentric winding procedure is used, and this in the AC machines and the AC generators, distributed winding is used because the in DC machines the induced EMF is trapezoidal, trapezoidal. So this is the induced EMF in the armature is trapezoidal. So it is not a pure form of DC. It is a trapezoidal. It is not a pure form of AC. So what is the difference between this AC and the DC generators? So in AC generators, along with the fundamental sinusoidal wave, the AC generator along with the uh, fundamental sinusoidal wave. For example, I'm taking this fundamental sinusoidal wave. So along with the fundamental sinusoidal wave, the generator will produces harmonics. So these harmonics, so look at this one, these are harmonics. Harmonics nothing but look at this, this is a major actual sinusoidal waveform. For one half cycle, this is a red color. Three half cycles are there. For one half cycle, three half cycles are there. Nothing but this is, if you take this is frequency F, the frequency of this one is 3 times of F. Nothing but if you take F as a fundamental frequency, and the odd multiples of odd multiples of odd multiples of fundamental frequencies will be generated in the DC in the generator during the generation process. I think, but 3F, this is the 5F, 7F, nothing but odd multiples, uh, odd multiples of sinusoidal wave will be generators to the fundamental wave. Nothing but this is a fundamental, F is a fundamental, 3, 5, 7 like that. Like that, EMF will be generated. So why only odd harmonics will be present and why can't even? Because look at this one. I'm taking this is one example. So this is a half cycle and another positive half cycle. So in one off cycle, this is positive off cycle of the main cycle, fundamental cycle. And look at this one. Uh, two in the off cycle, in the positive off cycle, two off cycles are there. For the second, nothing but two times of frequencies. This is positive cycle, this is negative cycle. This is negative and positive. So both are under in only positive off cycle of the main fundamental frequency. So that this in positive cycle, in positive off cycle, positive and negative both will be present and both are will be equal and opposite, so that these will be eliminated. This will be automatically cancelled itself because positive negative both are under one half cycle, so that this will be eliminated, so that only odd harmonics will be present. Why odd harmonics present? Because this is positive, here negative, again here positive. So positivity is more, so that the waveform, this waveform will be shifted like this. Look at this one. uh, I want to erase these things. In the presence of harmonics, this waveform will be changes like this. Look at this one. This is positive of cycle and this is positive. Both will be increases. So even in this position, actual waveform will be increases. This is increased value. Look at this one. This is positive is there. Here negative will be. Resultant will be decreases, somewhat decreases. And here positive, again here positive. This will be increases. Nothing but look at the waveform position will be changes like this. Again that will be changes like this. Nothing but if the harmonics, in the presence of harmonics, shape of the sinusoidal wave will become into non-sinusoidal. So this is only three times of fundamental frequency present. In the presence of three times of fundamental frequency. In the presence of five times of fundamental frequency, seven times of fundamental frequency, nine, like that, infinity, up to infinity odd harmonics presence in the during the generation of fundamental sinusoidal wave. So if you add all the harmonics, the shape of the sinusoidal will be exactly rectangular or square, whatever it will be. If you add all harmonics, so in the Fourier series analysis in the mathematics, you might hear the word of Fourier series analysis. In the Fourier series analysis, the formula is a naught plus summation of n is equal to 0 to infinity a n cos n omega naught t plus summation is n is equal to 0 to infinity bn cos n sine, this is sine n omega t. So this is nothing but a Fourier expansion of 9 sinusoid, nothing but for example, this is a square wave. This is square wave will be written in terms of sine and cos. Actually this is square wave. This square wave will be written in terms of cos wave and the sine wave. The square wave will be written in terms of cos wave and the sine wave in the presence of all harmonics. In the presence of all harmonics. For example, n is equal to 1, that is fundamental, n is equal to 3. If you take n is equal to 3 here, cos 3 omega t, nothing but a third harmonics. This is fundamental, nothing but this is third harmonics. Like that, if you place n is equal to 5, 7, like that, nothing but you can see summation n is equal to 0 to infinity. Nothing but if you add all harmonics, to the fundamental waveform, that will become a square wave. So nothing but by using this Fourier analysis, whatever the waveform can be represented in terms of cos and sine along with the harmonics. This is the Fourier series analysis, which we will get in the mathematics. So generally, the harmonics, the majorly dominated harmonics. This is third harmonics. This with this third harmonics, the shape of the sinusoidal waveform will be changes uneven and nothing but a sinusoidal wave to non-sinusoidal waveform by using by with the in the presence of third harmonics. So next, fifth harmonics and seventh harmonics and ninth harmonics. So this is dominant harmonics. Dominant harmonics. These are the higher order. Uh, these are the lower order harmonics, lower order. Nothing but up to 11th lower order. Next month after 11th, 13th, 15th, 17th. These are all higher order harmonics. So majorly these harmonics, third, fifth, seventh, ninth, up to these harmonics will affect the sinusoidal shape. So to get pure sinusoidal waveform, we need to eliminate these harmonics. We need to eliminate these harmonics. So how can we eliminate these harmonics? So that is can be possible. That is possible to eliminate by using distributed winding. By using distributed winding, we can eliminate higher order harmonics. Higher order harmonics. So higher order harmonics mean look at this one. This is 13th, 15th, 17th, 19th up to all higher order harmonics can be eliminated by using the distributed winding. But in the DC generator, the winding is not distributed. The winding is not distributed. It is a concentric winding procedure because if you use concentric winding procedure, the waveform protection, the generation of a waveform is not a sinusoidal. I already told you that is approximately square. That is approximately square or rectangle. Approximately will be like this. Nothing but approximately this is DC. In the presence of all harmonics, this is sinusoidal waveform. In the sinusoidal waveform, in the presence of all harmonics, this will be changes into like this. Nothing but so DC nothing but it will convert negative of cycles are also positive side. That's why this one also that will be like this. Nothing but approximately pure form of DC we will get in the DC generators if we use this is a concentric winding procedure. In the distributed winding procedure, we can eliminate higher order harmonics. We can eliminate higher order harmonics such as the 11th, 13th, 15th like this. So next, we need to eliminate remaining harmonics like these are all harmonics, ninth, 7th, 5th, 3rd. So by using short pitch winding and full pitch winding. So full pitch winding, what is full pitch winding? I will explain later. What is short pitch? I will explain later. By using short pitch winding, we can eliminate 7th, 5th, ninth harmonics. So by using short pitch winding, we can eliminate any one or two. If you want to eliminate two, we need to use short pitch winding. If you want to eliminate particularly fifth order, we should use a short pitch winding, and by changing the short pitch, that is how much we are shorting, based on that one we can eliminate the 7th, 5th, and ninth. I will explain later. And then now, so we eliminated all the harmonics and fifth, seventh, ninth by using this short pitch winding, and remaining all by using distributed winding. These third order harmonics, thus the third order harmonics can be eliminated with line to line. Think about it, with line to line. So for example, we should use 440 volts. This is nothing but a line to line voltage. It is not a line to ground voltage. This is a line to ground is nothing but phase voltage. Line to line is nothing but line voltage. With respect to line voltage and with the star connection, this is third harmonics can be eliminated. That's why all the generators uh, stator winding will be in star connection only, because by using the star connection we can eliminate this third harmonics between this is R Y B, three phases are there, between R2 B phase, R2 Y phase, between these two phases third harmonics will be eliminated. So we eliminated all the harmonics. So this is third harmonic, this is dominant harmonic, this can be eliminated with star connection line to line, and this fifth, seventh, ninth can be eliminated by using distributed winding. Short pitch winding, and higher order harmonics can be eliminated by using distributed winding. In this way, if we eliminate all the harmonics, we will get pure form of sinusoidal. This is the winding. This is the difference between DC machines winding and AC machines winding. AC generator or alternator. Next one, this short pitch winding again divided into two types. So one is integral slot winding and fractional slot winding. So in the integral slot winding and fractional slot winding is a separate winding. So slot harmonics. So between the slots, you can see this is slots winding is available. So in this winding slots, slot harmonics will be produces that slot harmonics can be eliminated by using fractional slot winding. So slot harmonics also will be present. Slot harmonics will be eliminated by using fractional slot winding. This is the winding procedure. So next one is, so this is a armature winding. So the armature winding, actually this is uh, three phase winding. The three phase having three set of windings, and it is having six terminals. You can see here six terminals, three to the six, and it can be connected in star or delta. But mostly the winding will be in terms of star only. So again, this armature winding is classified as a single layer winding or double layer winding. So single layer winding and double layer winding and the full pitch winding, short pitch winding, constant and distribution, which we already discussed in the previous slide. So this is a single layer and double layer. This is single layer and double layer. Nothing but so this is the slots. If you use only one layer, this is one layer, single layer winding. If you use only one row, if you use two rows, this is double layer. If you use three rows, that is triple layer, like this. Multiple layer, double layer, triple layer, whatever it may be. So this is for high voltage. This is for high voltage. This is used. So single layer winding, nothing but simply one coil side occupies the total side, total area, and we use generally small machines because uh, generally you can see this motor capacity same size will be available for motors. For example, these are the two same size machines. This is one, this is two. This is having single layer winding. This is double layer winding. So this is single layer winding having with the same size, but it may be 2 HP, but it may be 4 HP. Because if you use multiple windings in the same machine, so this is having high capacity. So this is having low capacity. That's why this is single layer winding is used for small machines. All small AC machines, this single layer winding is used. So next double layer winding. So you can see this single layer winding here, and only one coil is available here. Here double layer, nothing but one coil, and another one is another way. Bottom layer is available and top layer is available. So two coils are with two coil sides will be available. One coil side and another coil side will be available. So this double layer winding is more commonly used above 5 kilowatts. Nothing but I already told you this small AC machine single layer winding and above 5 HP this double layer winding is used. So if you see the advantages of double layer winding, and it is easier to manufacture and lower cost of the coil. Simply by changing the coils, by placing extra coil, we are increasing the uh, capacity and capacity of the machine. So that just by changing, so that manufacturing is very easy. And the next one is a fractional slot winding can be used. Fractional slot winding can be used, which means, for example, this winding will produces 2.5 kilowatts. If you use this winding, may be fraction of the first one, nothing but this winding is having a capacity of 2.5 kilowatts. This winding can be fraction of this 2.5, nothing but 0.5 or 1.5 or 2 kilowatts, like that, nothing but a fraction. This is a fraction of this one, nothing but a fraction. uh, Slot winding also can be used. That is the meaning. And if prodding winding is possible, nothing but prodding is nothing but a distribution. Distribution winding also is possible. crowded winding, and lower leakage reactance, therefore better performance operation. So you can see here why lower leakage, because whatever the flux which will produces of this winding will link definitely these flux will link with the top coil. Whatever the bottom coil flux linked with the top coil, and the top coil flux with the bottom coil, because those are near to each other. So that if you uh, place near to each other, definitely the linkingness will be increases and the leakage will be decreases. This is about the fourth point. Next one, E, and a better EMF waveform uh, in case of generators. Better EMF waveform, nothing but a pure form of sinusoidal waveform. These are the benefits of advantages of double layer winding over single layer winding. So now let's discuss this. Yeah, what is short pitch? What is full pitch? Winding like this. And, so the definition of full pitch is, so full pitch is nothing but a coil span, nothing but the between. For example, if you take this pole, north pole, and this is south pole. So between, this is the middle of the north pole and this is the middle of the south pole. Between these two area is nothing but a pitch. Area is nothing but a pitch. So for example, if you take a cricket ground, so cricket ground surface level is called pitch. Pitch, which we generally we used to call as pitch. In the same way, this is the middle position to north pole to south pole is called a pitch. PITCH pitch. So we are here poles. These are the poles. That's why between the poles, this is called pole pitch. Pole pitch. Pitch is nothing but area between the north and south. So what are the north and south? Now north and south are the poles. That's why pole pitch. And this is pole pitch. So coil span. Full pitch is nothing but this coil span. This is coil 1, coil side 1, and then this is coil side 2. And between this is nothing but a coil span. Span is nothing but a gap. Span is nothing but a gap, whatever it may be. We can call that as gap, or between the two coils place, that is nothing but a span. Span. So this span nothing but a gap is equal to this pole pitch. I already discussed that between the middle of north and south is called pole pitch. If this coil span is equal to pole pitch, then that is called full pitch. Coil span is equal to pole pitch, that is called full pitch. Otherwise, another formula will be there, starts per pole. Starts per pole means, which means, uh, for example, between the north and south, one, two, three, four, five pole slots are there. Slots are there. Like that, another north pole is there like this, one, two, three, four, five, six. So how many slots are there for one pole? Per pole, that slots one, two, three, like that, one, two, three, four, five slots. So those slots also we can calculate. For example, if you take these total armature having these type of slots, these slots are divided into particular poles. So number of slots under one pole. So we can calculate it in this another in this way also. Otherwise, another one is 180 degrees. So 180 degrees. So generally, north to south 180 degrees. North to south 180 degrees electrically. So if you know this is theta formula, theta electrical is equal to theta mechanical into P by 2. P by 2. Theta electrical is equal to theta mechanical into P by 2. Nothing but per two poles, uh, nothing but this is 180 degrees is possible for two poles. Nothing but both are equal. If you place P is equal to 2, 2 will be cancelled. Both will be is equal to, both will be equal. Nothing but which is possible only at 180 degrees. So I think what is simply north to south electrical phase shift is 180 degrees, north to south. And also you can see this north and the south. So you can see north to south flux will close. This is starting point and this is the ending point. The total electrical phase shift is 180 degrees. Otherwise, if you know the single loop generator, this is north and this is south. So if a conductor is available here, if it rotates for 180 degrees, if you rotate for 180 degrees, uh, the sinusoidal waveform will be like this, and after 180 degrees, the sinusoidal negative cycle will be, after the F cycle will be produced. Okay, but north to south will be 180 degrees simply. So this is 180 degrees. This is full pitch winding. This is the definition of all full pitch winding. Next one is a short pitch winding. In the short pitch winding, the meaning is uh, here is north pole and here is south pole middle point. Here this is called pole pitch or 180 degrees. So look at this coil span. Look at this coil span. So actually the coil span should be at the middle of the south pole. Middle of the south pole should be here. But I shorted. I shorted nothing but I shorted. I shorted the distance. I reduced the distance. I reduced the span. That's why the short, this much of short distance is reduced, so that this winding process is called short pitch winding. So in the short pitch winding, coil span, generally coil span, this is the coil span. When compared to the pole pitch, this is the pole pitch, coil span is very less. That's why coil span is less than pole pitch and less than stars per pole and less than 180 degrees. Look at this one, this is total 180 degrees, but here less than 180 degrees. So this is nothing but a difference between pole pitch and full pitch and definitions, all those things. Next, let us go in depth. So full pitch and short pitch winding. So let us discuss short pitch first. So full pitch winding is nothing but the coil span is equal to the pole pitch, and the winding is called full pitch, which I already discussed. Coil span is equal to pole pitch. This is a coil span. Between these two is called coil span, that is 180 degrees, and this is north pole and this is south pole, and this is nothing but a pole pitch also. We can call as pole pitch also. Pole pitch also. So here the production of induced EMF, the production of, if you use this is the production of this is the one coil and this is another coil, and production of induced EMF. For example, the induced EMF here is 1 volt and here is 2 volts, and these two, the total addition will be 1 plus 1, that is equal to 2 volts. It's 2 volts in the form of arithmetic sum. In the form of arithmetic sum. So, for example, 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, like this. This is the arithmetic sum. But in the short pitch winding, the EMF production will be exactly, that will not be in aligned manner. So 1 volt, this is again 1 volt, this is total 2 volts. Up to here is 1 volts, up to here is 1 volts, total will be 2 volts. This is nothing but the arithmetic sum. So to understand this one, you can see here, this is north and south, and if you rotate this single loop generator, exactly this current flows in this direction exactly, and in this direction, and exactly this is upward and downwards. Both are in phase. Both are in phase. In the same way, if you use a full pitch winding, the production of induced EMF is in phase. In phase. In this coil and in this coil, totally exactly 180 electrical, because 180 degrees electrical. That's why exactly in phase. 1 volt again. This is 1 volt. So electric current will be flows in this direction, again in this direction. So both will be in phase. But in the short pitch winding, that will be different. Short pitch winding definition is I already discussed, the coil span is less than the pole pitch, short pitch are less than 180 degrees. So look at this one. So here the coil is, I'm shorting from this location to this location. The total is 180 degrees, Total is 180 degrees, but I'm shorting the distance. This distance is nothing but a short angle, nothing but alpha. I'm reducing angle. I'm reducing some angle. So actually, this gap is total is 180. Total 180. I removed alpha. This is alpha. So this is nothing but a Kyle span now. Kyle span now. This is 180 minus alpha. Alpha may be 20 degrees, 10 degrees. I'm shorting the distance. That is nothing but a short pitch. So the induced EMF will be, look at this one. Induced EMF will be different. Induced EMF will be, this is 1 volt and another volt will be in this direction. This is 1 volt, this is another 1 volt. These two are not in phase. These two are not in phase. So generally the rotor inside the alternator will be rotates in this direction. That's why EMF1, EMF2 will be generators in the next phase manner, nothing but in aligned manner. But in the distributed wind, it is in the short pitch winding, the EMF production will be 1 volt, and exactly 180 degrees is not possible for another coil production, or in the EMF production in another coil. That will be with some angle. So that is nothing but alpha, short pitch angle. This is nothing but short pitch angle alpha. The production of EMF will certain short angle. That is nothing but alpha. So this alpha may be anything, any angle. So total, this must be, this is nothing but total 180 up to, this is total 180 degrees. But this angle is 180 minus alpha. So this is nothing but a coil span, and the short pitch angle is alpha. Short pitch angle is alpha. This is all about full pitch winding and short pitch winding. So, so why we need to use short pitch winding? Why we need to use short pitch winding? I already discussed to eliminate the fifth, seventh, and ninth harmonics. To eliminate these harmonics, we should use the short pitch winding, and along with that, we have many advantages. One is copper saved, because this is nothing but a short full pitch winding. We are reducing the distance, and we are making the winding within this gap. We are eliminating this length. Nothing but we are reducing the length of the wire. Nothing but we are reducing the copper. Generally, so this looks small length, but the generator size is huge. Huge in the generator, the generators like Srisailam and Nagarjuna Sagar, all in the generating stations, the size of the generator is more. So that if you reduce a small distance, so that more copper will be saved. That's why copper saved will be increases. And the mechanical strength also coil will be increased, because, for example, if you take one pole here, RYB three phases, and you are placed this RYB three phases, and placed another pole here, and you are connected three wires. So if the distance from this pole to pole is increases, then the wire length will be increases, and the sag will be increases. The sag will be increases. That's why the distance between the pole to pole must to be minimum, in such a way that the mechanical strength of the conductor should be high. So that should not break against the wind during the rainy seasons or whatever it may be. So that uh, if you use a long span between the poles, then the mechanical strength will be decreases. If you use short span, for example, this pole will be here, this pole will be here. This is the short distance is there. If the short distance is available, then the mechanical strength will be more. That's why here the short pitch winding, the mechanical strength will be more, and induced EMF is improved. Improved or nothing but actually we need to get sinusoidal, but by using short in the presence of harmonics, the production of induced EMF is not a pure sinusoidal waveform, but The purity of sinusoidalness will be improved with this short pitch winding, because we are eliminating seventh, fifth, or ninth, whatever it may be. By eliminating this one, we can get approximately pure, so that we can call that as a improved waveform. So harmonics will be reduced, which I already discussed, and then inductance of the coil is reduces, because inductance X is equal to 2 pi FL, and inductance L is equal to mu naught or S for A by L. So length will be uh, so nothing but simply this length of the wire increases, inductance will be increases. If the length of the wire decreases, this inductance will be decreases. So this depends on the length. So we are using short pitch winding. That's why this inductance will be decreases. The only disadvantage, this is we can call as only disadvantage, is induced EMF. Induced EMF, induced EMF will be decreases. Induced EMF will be decreases, because we are actually induced EMF is equal to BIL sin theta. L is nothing but length of the wire. So we are shorting the distance. We are shorting the distance, or nothing but we are reducing the length of the wire, so that we can induce EMF will be decreases. This is one of the disadvantage. So you can understand this one in further while solving the problems, how EMF will be decreases in the short pitch winding. So slot angle, we already discussed slot angle, nothing but the angle displacement between any two adjacent poles in electrical degrees, that is something but a slot angle. The slot angle is measured simply, you can this one, this is north pole and this is south pole. Here poles are available. So listen carefully, this is very important. This is total 180 degrees. 180 degrees, nothing but this coil is available here. Here slots are available. Slots are available. Nothing but these 180 degrees is distributed to these all slots. This 180 degrees is distributed to all slots. But look at this one. These total slots are distributed to all poles. Total stars are distributed to all poles, but we are discussing under one pole only. Under one pole only. That's why we should take number of slots per pole. Number of slots per pole. So that per pole. That's why per pole. Uh, per pole, how many slots are there? For example, if you take armature, 36 are there. Slots are there. 6 poles are there. So 6 is 36. Nothing but per one pole, 6 slots are there. Per one pole, 6 slots are there. So nothing but between these two, 6 slots are there, are available. But between these two poles, 180 degrees. That is 180 degrees. Nothing but 180 degrees is distributed for 6 slots. So for one slot, how many degrees? 30 degrees. That is nothing but this 30 is nothing but a slot angle beta. It is nothing but a slot angle. Nothing but between the two poles, how many slots are available? So nothing but that is nothing but the number of slots per pole. So per between the two poles, 180 degrees, but 180 degrees distributed for how many slots? So that is 180 by number of slots. If it, that will be the, you will get that as a slot angle. So next one is concentrated and distributed winding. Let us discuss in depth. So the distributed winding and concentrated winding and distributed winding I discussed in brief in previous. Now I will discuss in depth and what is a concentrated winding and what is a distributed winding. So I will discuss number of poles is equal to number of slots in the concentrated winding. And in this winding, in the concentrated winding, the maximum induced waveform will be available, but the waveform production is not a pure form of sinusoidal. So maximum induced EMF nothing but because number of poles is equal to slots, so that more winding is available, so that at one particular location so that maximum induced EMF is available. But the sinusoidal is not, generation EMF is not a huge sinusoidal waveform. And in the concentrated winding, the individual coil voltage in phase with each other added arithmetically, which means so this can be explained in the bottom last point. So, for example, one phase having, for example, R phase is having 30 coils, 30 coils. So one coil is produces 1 volt, one coil one produces one volt. 30 coils will produce 30 into 1 and it's about 30 volts. This is the arithmetic sum. Arithmetic sum. That is the meaning of this 2 points, this last 2 points. But the induced EMF for phase is equal to the induced EMF in one conductor multiplied with the number of conductors per phase. So that is a induced EMF in concentrated winding. That's why induced EMF will be maximum. So these 2 points will represent how the induced EMF will be maximum. But in the distributed winding, this will be vector sum. That will be vector sum, which means I will be the difference. Vector sum is nothing but, for example, I'm taking 3 and 4. Arithmetic sum of 3 and 4 is 7. But vector sum of 3 and 4 is 3 square plus 4 square, which is equal to 5. So look at this one. Arithmetic sum is more, vector sum is less. That's why induced EMF is more in the concentrated winding. But the distributed winding is vector sum. That's why induced EMF is less. So next one is the distributed winding. So generally we should use the distributed winding. So here the conductors are placed in several slots under one pole. So here nothing but I already discussed. Number of poles is less than the slots. But in the concentrated winding, poles are is equal to slots. That is the difference. So here number of slots are more than the poles. Such a winding is called distributed winding. EMF, induced EMF in all coil is same, but there is a phase displacement between any two coil, which means here induced EMF here, one coil, one slot is like this. Induced EMF here, one slot is like this. Next one is like this. Next one is like nothing but between it. Any two if you take between adjacent one, if any one to any two if you take the angle, the phase angle, phase shift will be is available. Phase displacement will be available. Nothing but this is one slot induced EMF and next to slot induced EMF. Nothing but there is a small angle, small angle or phase shift is available in the distributed winding. And the result EMF is vector sum already discussed. So these are the information about the distributed winding and what are the advantages of this winding. So harmonics will be reduces and the waveform will be improved. So I already discussed based on the distributed winding, higher order, higher order harmonics will be eliminated and reduces the armature reaction and the reactance. So in the during the armature reaction, I'll explain. And the full utilization of armature iron and copper. So whatever the this is armature slots and iron copper is available, the more utilization of the iron and copper takes place for distributed winding and increases the mechanical strength and the rigidity of winding. Nothing but mechanical strength and rigidity, nothing but the winding is distributed. For example, if the winding is placed in only these two coils, mechanical strength will be poor. If you distribute that one to the all, the mechanical strength and the rigidity, nothing but roughness and the strongness will be increases if you distribute the total winding, which means if you distribute this winding throughout this 180 degrees, the mechanical strength will be more. That is all about distributed winding and advantages of distributed winding. So next one is the winding factor. Next one is the winding factor. Winding factor is nothing but KW. So winding factor is the product of pitch factor and a distribution factor. So I already discussed the short pitch winding. So Because of this short pitch winding, Kp will come. So Kp is nothing but in the full pitch winding, that is the arithmetic sum. In the short pitch winding, vector sum will be present. So the ratio between these two ratio is called pitch factor. In the same way, in the distributed winding, in the concentrating winding, that is arithmetic sum. In the distributed winding, that is vector sum. This ratio is nothing but a KD or distribution factor. So if you multiply these two products, Kp and Kd, pitch factor, whatever the short pitch winding, because of the short pitch winding, Kp will come, and because of the distributed winding, Kd will come. If you multiply these two sums, nothing but this is nothing but a winding factor. Nothing but a winding. We are changing the winding into short pitch winding and a distributed winding. That's why because of this one, some factor, the factor of EMF. Because of the short pitch winding, EMF will be reduces. Because of the distributed winding, EMF will be reduces. So because of this one, some EMF will be reduces. So that factor, how much factor is reducing, that is factor is nothing but a winding factor. Winding factor. So there is a derivation is there for Kp and Kd. I will explain further, and I will explain a few problems on Kp and Kd so that you can understand better.